right, guys. So the next, which thoughts or review that I thought was good is we're gonna do Green Lantern, the animated series. This was episode 8, entitled "Fear Itself." Yeah, and this episode really gave a little bit more tidbits of will we see this Sinestro Corps and things like that. The episode basically evolves around Kilowog and how they visit a alien planet in search for food because their food is being depleted, but they encounter two warring races of aliens, or what we think. On this planet, Kilowog is rescued by Kilowog defends one of the races that is like this, like a female, and basically Hal goes off in search for food in another direction. While Kilowog is being mended back to health, he's drinking the soup that the woman has made for her. I'm forgetting the name right now. Forgive me, guys. We see Kilowog having a lot of bad dreams about his family and things like that, while Hal is on the other side, and he's losing his ability. His ring is using the ability. He can't fly and things like that, and he encounters these jellyfish-like aliens on the planet. And also we see that Hal is like really scared, like he's getting paranoid and frightened, and he wakes up in the presence of these jellyfish aliens, and pretty much they kind of explain a lot of things that, well, they don't really explain too much because they don't talk. They're very silent. But Hal befriends one of them, and he names what did he name the jellyfish? Norm. He named them Norm. While Kilowog on the other side with the other alien are teaching them. He's really getting close to the female that rescued him, as well as the little girl named Tila. And he's teaching them how to defend them, teaching the race how to defend themselves and things like that. They start to call him Kilowog the Great, the Mighty, or something like that. And he starts to really get more and more, drinking more and more of this soup. And we realize later on, back with Hal, that that element, that golden green yellow element, is actually what's making the people kind of paranoid. The alien race use it for their clothing, their weapons, and things like that. And so Kilowog is being affected by it. And Hal on the other side is he finds out that the jellyfish aliens, are the only ones that can able to eat it and ingest it without any side effects to them, while everybody else has side effects. And he talks about how he's encountered this element before that. Also in this episode, we get some more between Razor and Aya, especially when Aya is really interested in the Red Lantern Oath, and she wants to know how different it is from the Green Lantern Oath. And it is, and Razor doesn't like to say it, but he knows he has to power his ring. So Aya really starts to take his frustrations out on Aya because of what he doesn't like to do, not because he doesn't like her, but because he's really distraught because of what he has to say. I mean, that oath is really disturbing if you really listen to it. So meanwhile, back on the planet, they're the battle between the two alien races wage on each other, and we see the jellyfish alien really trying to not cause too much harm, just take the element away from take away from the they race. Like take the the yellow elements and everything like that. The funniest part was seeing the alien race take it away from the little girl known as Tila. He broke her spear and took her tiara and gave her back a piece of the wood and tapped her on the head. It was like, okay, there you go. I thought that was funny. And then we saw a battle between Kilowog and Hal for a while. Because other than they were able to take the Hal was able to take the element away from him, the yellow element, yellow rock, but he didn't take. But you got to remember, Kilowog was ingesting that from inside of him as well. He was drinking it, so it really plagued him even more further. But in the end, the alien race were able to coexist together. They realized that the jellyfish aliens weren't their enemy, and they were able to work together, be neighbors in a way. A standard issue episode, but pretty good in my opinion. Very good. Once again, it gives us more tidbits of what's to come. Are we going to see the yellow element, yellow sinestro core, and things like that? But yeah, it was fun. Next week's episode introduces the Star Sapphires, so yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. This series is really continues still to pick up as it has been, and I've really been enjoying it. So what did you guys think of episode 8, Fear Itself, for Green Lantern, the animated series? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or are you like me? Another standard episode, but you can't wait to episode 9 when they introduce the Star Sapphires. But other than that, this is Mount Vernon Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real as always. On to the next.